Down 12 points with 3 minutes to go? No problem.
You are Locked On Lions, your daily Detroit Lions podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
It's a victory Sunday, everybody. What's happening? It's Locked On Lions on the Locked On Podcast Network. Matt Derry with you on a Sunday, November 19th into Monday, November 20th. Don't tell me it's Malice at the Palace anniversary day. I don't care. What I care about is what happened today at Ford Field. The Lions win 31-26, coming back from 12 down with 3 minutes to go. An incredible comeback. Jared Goff, bad game up until the end when he decided to not throw the football to the guys in the white uniforms. He woke up. Defense got a stop when they needed it. Actually got two stops. One at the very end that led to the Aiden Hutchinson safety after the sack of Justin Fields. And an incredible comeback has your Detroit Lions at 8-2 for the first time since 1962. Matt Derry with you, Locked On Lions, Locked On Podcast Network. Thanks for checking us out wherever you get your podcast. Don't forget subscribe on our Locked On Lions YouTube channel. We're closing in on 9,000 subscribers. You can watch for free. Follow us on Twitter at Derry Speaks, at Locked On Lions, Matt Derry Facebook fan page, and yes, on Threads as well at The Real Matt Derry. So much to get into today as the Lions come back and beat the Bears. First of all, thank you, Matt Eberflus and the Bears. The Bears are the Bears. The Bearsing is one of it's like you wake up every day and you just know the Bears are going to Bears. And they did. Chicago dominated the Lions for most of the game. They ran the football down their throats. Justin Fields, and I'll say it right now, me calling him Hall of Fields is over. I've been making fun of him for 2 years. He balled out today. He was fantastic today. He played really well. Wasn't his fault. His team couldn't hold the lead. Wasn't his fault his coach on a 4th and 1 elected to take a field goal instead of sticking it down the Lions' craw. Bears led by 9 and had a chance to put the game away with a touchdown. And instead, Matt Eberflus elected to kick a field goal and go up 12. And that gave the Lions the opportunity to come back. Jared Goff hitting Jameson Williams for a score. They get a stop. They got some luck because Justin Fields threw a deep ball to their wide receiver, Scott. And if Scott doesn't try to dive for it and loses control of his legs and just runs under it, game's probably over. Lions force the punt, get the football back. Jared Goff working his magic again. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. They get down to the 1 yard line. Sam Laporta involved. And then David Montgomery, the former Bear, with the 1 yard touchdown with 30 seconds left to basically put the game on ice for the Lions. Bears got the ball back, but then a strip sack from Aiden Hutchinson. It was kind of quiet for most of the game, but man, he went down around Darnell Wright, forced the sack. Fields held the ball too long. Ball was loose. Wright kicked it out of the back of the end zone for the safety, and the Lions win 31-26. A lot of positives, a lot of negatives, but let's just take a deep breath for a second and enjoy it. All right. The Lions are 8-2. And they're winning games like today that they didn't win in the past. All right. The same old Lions from the past would have found a way to have blown this game. The Lions of the past would have found a way to just take the L and be like, you know what? We're fine. We're 7-3. You know, it was a bump in the road. There were plays in this game that went against the Lions. There were calls in this game that went against the Lions. The Lions shot themselves in the foot today with 4 turnovers. You got to go back to the Thanksgiving Day game, I think in like 2013, the last time the Lions won a game with 4 turnovers. I mean, Jared Goff was off today, off his game. But you know what? Jared Goff stuck with it. Down 12, said the heck with it. Let's go hurry up. Let's get into a good rhythm. And while his passer rating today was brutal at 68.3, heck, Justin Fields was 105.2 today. Goff, in the end, made the throws when it counted. Jameson Williams touchdown. Key plays where he avoided the rush even. And what can you say about what Jared Goff has delivered going back to last year? The Lions have won 16 of their last 20. 16-4 in their last 20 games. And a lot of that is due to the quarterback. Now, you got to have an offensive line. You got to have a run game. You got to have weapons. The Lions certainly have plenty of those. All right. We saw what Amon-Ra St. Brown can do. Great to see Jamison Williams involved today. Jahmyr Gibbs, while it wasn't a great day for Jahmyr Gibbs, from a yard standpoint, they get 60 yards receiving and 36 yards rushing, but making plays, juking TJ Edwards, the linebacker who had him in the flat, ran to the out of bounds marker. This was not a great Lions performance today at all. This is what the league wants, though. They love this parity. They love that every game comes down to the end. At the same time, you had Browns Steelers coming down to the end, and the Browns won. You had Packers Chargers coming down to the end. The Chargers lost, of course. Lions Bears coming down to the end. Lions win. They're winning games. They don't win. So many of you are bigger fans of the team than me. All right. I've been in this town since 96. Many of you have been here your whole lives. You're starting to see games that the Lions win, whether they're against inferior opponents, whatever the case. All right. Because the Bears were game today. The Bears punched the Lions in the mouth today. The Bears were more physical today. First drive of the game, the Lions couldn't stop Chicago. The Lions defense has issues. Right? The Bears ran for $183 today. Like I said, Justin Fields had a passer rating of 105.2. Lions sacked him twice. That's it, the whole day. But yet, Detroit does not quit. They don't give up. They make plays. They've got the best offensive coordinator in the game in Ben Johnson. Needed a 2-point conversion when they went up 27-26. What did the Lions do? Ben Johnson dials up this play action. Everybody goes right except Laporta, who comes left, and he was alone. All right. The closest person to him was up in Flint. That's what you have in your offensive coordinator. The guy's a genius. And who knows? He could be coaching the Bears next year. I know I've heard the Jim Harbaugh rumors. Matt Eberflus not going for it there. Kicking a field goal going from 9-12. Not having his defense ready. This is a defensive coach in Eberflus. And his defense was a sieve in the fourth quarter. The Bears under Eberflus and Chef Poles, Ryan Poles, the GM, are 0-9 against the NFC North. 0-9. They haven't won a game. So awesome win today for the Lions, 31-26. Again, thanks for checking us out wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for watching on YouTube. What a win. What a win. And now the Lions have a short week against the Packers, who all of a sudden have a little momentum today after they edged the Chargers up at Lambeau Field today. Packers got lucky today, too. Quentin Johnston dropped a ball. Oh, my gosh. Similar to that Scott kid for the Bears, where if he catches that ball, it's ball game. Tyler Scott for the Bears today. The Lions should write him a thank you note, because that Fields third down bomb, Scott had gotten behind, I believe it was Sutton, and he catches that ball, game's over. But somehow, some way, the Lions are finding a way to win. Now, do they have some things to clean up? They do. And we will go over some of that coming up next, right here on the post-game pod. Thanks for being with us. We're brought to you today by our friends at LinkedIn Jobs. These days, every new potential hire can feel like a high-stakes wager for your small business. You want to be 100% certain that you have access to the best qualified candidates available. That's why you have to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Jobs helps find the right people for your team faster and for free. It is simple. Add your job in the purple hashtag hiring frame to your LinkedIn profile. Spread the word that you're hiring. They've got all sorts of tools there, like screening questions, make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can quickly prioritize who you'd like to hire. All right. Post your job for free. Do it right now at linkedin.com/LockedOnNFL. That's linkedin.com/LockedOnNFL to post your job for free. Terms and conditions do apply. Post-game pod with you folks. By the way, Rise and Grind Fitness. If we have any viewers in the Cleveland area, Rise and Grind Fitness, baby. They are the best. Thanks for the t-shirt. Lions win 31-26 today over the Chicago Bears. Jared Goff on the day. 23 out of 35, 236 yards passing, 3 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, passer rating of 68.3. Lions were led by David Montgomery today, who rushed for 12 carries, 76 yards. Gibbs went for 8 carries, 36 yards. David Montgomery, of course, the game-winning touchdown with under 30 seconds to go. Amon-Ra St. Brown, an 8-catch day, 77 yards and a touchdown. Gibbs caught 6 balls for 59. Laporta, 3 for 18. That was it. J-Mo, 2 for 44. Montgomery, 2 for 22. Josh Reynolds, 1 catch. Khalif Raymond, 1 catch. Defensively, what a day for Alex Anzalone. 15 tackles, 11 of them solo. You had 2 sacks on the day, 1 from Aleem McNeil and the other from Aiden Hutchinson. And Brian Branch had a really good day with 3 tackles for a loss. Lions, again, a -3 in the turnover battle today, or -2, I should say. 4 turnovers for the Lions, 2 for the Bears. Bears today ran for $183. Fields himself, 16 carries for 104 yards. And folks, look, I don't want to hear it from you guys on the YouTube comments because I know what you're going to say. And look, I'm telling it like it isn't, keeping it real. The Lions defense has a problem. All right, they've got a couple of problems. Number one, they can't rush the passer. Number two, they can't stop mobile quarterbacks. I said it yesterday or Friday on the show. One key to the game: do not let Justin Fields beat you with his wheels. Don't let him get going on the ground. First play from scrimmage, they ran like a backyard peewee football quarterback draw. And the dude ran for like 15 yards, right? Needing to get third down stops, couldn't get them. What about the Fields 29-yard run and subsequent dance on the sideline after that? They made Justin Fields today look like a Hall of Famer. He played great. He hadn't played in a month. He's got a mangled thumb. He's got fingers bleeding all over the place. And the Lions can't stop him. They hand the ball to Herbert. 6-7 yards a pop. Herbert today actually had 16 carries for 35. Roshan Johnson averaged 5 yards a carry. Fields averaged 6 yards a carry. There were too many opportunities today where the Bears had guys running free in the secondary, clutching and grabbing by the Lions secondary. I thought Brian Branch played a really good game today, but he also was called for 2 penalties in the secondary. This was the Bears. The Bears suck. Touchdown Bears. They're terrible. And yet the defense couldn't get off the field. What about the drive that put the Bears up 12? 8-minute drive in the fourth quarter. Now, again, Lions held them to the field goal. Thank goodness. Lions won the game. But we've got to point out, this team is going to be one and done in the playoffs if they don't fix and correct some things on defense. They can't have the offense bailing them out every week like this. Last week, defense couldn't stop the Chargers. Could not. 5 straight touchdowns to end possessions for the Chargers and end the game. The Lions scored 41. Today, Lions scored 31 in the win. The defense has to get better. I'll say this. Jack Campbell today maybe had the worst first half he's probably ever played in his life. And then in the second half, he played much better. But the linebackers today, when they watch the tape, I mean, guys running free underneath, Fields, cutting and eluding tackles. Jack Campbell was like Javier Baez today, swinging and missing in the first half. My God, that's got to be corrected and cleaned up. Now, to Aaron Glenn's credit, the last 3 possessions for the Bears were what? Field goal, 3 and out, and then the safety. So when they needed to get stops at the end, they got them. And there's no panic in this football team. That's what I love about the quarterback and the coach. No panic. All right, down 26-14. They were fine. 3 minutes left, down 12. They didn't panic. Utilized their timeouts properly. Got the ball in the hands of their playmakers, St. Brown, Gibbs. Got Montgomery the touch at the end. That's the sign of a good team. Even when you do not play well, even when you struggle at times, make bad mistakes. And a lot of it today, I thought the Goff interceptions were because of pressure. The Bears were in his face all day, except at the end, but for most of the game in his face. He had the first interception where it looked like Laporta got tripped. Second one, bad throw, but guys in his face. Third one, tipped, but again, pressure in his face. Fields today had all day to throw. It was nice to see Aiden Hutchinson get that sack to seal the game. That was awesome. But we need to see more from Aiden Hutchinson like that. I mean, when Aleem McNeil got his sack today, Adam Amin, the play-by-play guy for Fox, said Aleem McNeil now with 5.5 sacks leads the team. We need Aiden Hutchinson in the double digits with sacks. And to defend Hutch, the guys on the other side, the edge rushers, where are they? Do we ever hear Charles Harris's name or Romeo Okwara or Julian Okwara? Kaminsky had a play early in the game where he made a play. There's a guy today playing that I don't even know who he is on the defensive line. Had no idea until this morning that Quinton Bohanna was going to be playing. Former Dallas Cowboy who was on the practice squad. He got elevated. Onwuzurike and Broderick Martin were healthy scratches, and Isaiah Buggs was out with an illness. The Lions D-line needs work in a big way. I mean, Bohanna actually wasn't bad, but when you have a practice squad guy taking the place of a second-round pick in Onwuzurike and a third-round pick in Broderick Martin, that's not good. Brad Holmes has done an incredible job of drafting. Don't get me wrong. His draft picks of Penei Sewell, who's at the top of his game, Amon-Ra St. Brown is at the top of his game, Jahmyr Gibbs is excellent, Brian Branch is awesome, right? Brad Holmes can draft, right? You're going to have some clunkers. It's too bad that the clunkers he's got right now both play the same position. Broderick Martin was a third-round pick. He's played like one game. Now, it's very early to call him a bust. I'm not going to do that. Onwuzurike has been here 3 years. I know his back is bad, but he got bypassed today by Quinton Bohanna, who I'm sure many Lions fans of the game are like, all right, number 90. Who the hell was that? When he made a stop on a handoff. So they've got to clean up what's going on with this defense. And again, when Montez Sweat got that sack today, I know what you all were thinking. Why didn't we pick him up? Now, I think giving him that monster contract and a second-round pick for him, I thought was a little much, but Lions didn't do anything in the deadline, and this defense has got to get better. And you can't pick anybody. I mean, Bruce Irvin didn't play today. He's not ready. But eventually they're going to probably have to activate him. Maybe he'll play Thursday against the Packers. 31-26 Lions. Unbelievable comeback. All right? And again, I'll say it. This team, there's something special about this group. They stick together. And they're still atop the NFC North at 8-2. Vikings play tonight against Denver. But you had 3 minutes to go. Goff hits Jamison Williams on a 32-yard touchdown pass to make it 26-21. 29 seconds left after the stop. You get the Montgomery 1-yard touchdown and the 2-point conversion from Laporta. Pretty awesome. But again, giving up 330 total yards to a bad Bears offense, they've got to clean some of this up. Have to. But this is a game. I'm repeating myself, but I'll say it again. This is a game in the past that the Lions did not win. So any chance you get to take a W, you take it. All right, game balls right here on Locked On Lions, the post-game pod edition coming up next. But first, let's talk about DoorDash. Time out in the game. Maybe watching some 4 o'clock games right now. Time to order in with DoorDash. What about halftime? That's ordering time. 2-minute warning, same thing. You got it. Your cue to order in. DoorDash has it all. Pizza. You want to order in Coney Island, wings, burgers, drinks, groceries, whatever it is. Retail, they got it all at DoorDash.com. Or you download the DoorDash app. That's what you do. Download the DoorDash app. Get prepared before each game day, all right? Stock up on all your favorite appetizers. Order all your tailgate stuff on DoorDash. Then get ready to watch your team win. It's so much better than having to go out to the store. Let them come to you. Get 50% off up to a $10 value when you spend $15 or more on your first order when you download that DoorDash app. Do it right now. Enter code LOCKED23 and you're going to get $15 or more off your first order. LOCKED23, subject to change. Terms apply. All right, folks, Lions win 31-26 over the Bears today. They will get the Green Bay Packers coming up at Ford Field on Thursday, 12:30, Thanksgiving Day. Always fun when the Packers come to town. Jordan Love and company got it done today. Love threw for 322 yards and 2 touchdowns. Packers are 4-6 after a 23-20 win over the LA Chargers today. All these games were close today. 3-point game with the Packers, 7-point game with the Dolphins. Giants win in DC. A couple other blowouts. Houston and Arizona came down to the wire today. But what can you say about what the Lions did today? Jared Goff leading them down the field. He's been great. And today, off day. All right. The 3 interceptions, the pressure in his face, did not have a good day. But you know what? Down 12 at home, crowd behind you. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his parents in the stands, with his brother on the other sideline. The Lions delivered a win. That's all that matters. You take it, man. You take it. 8-2. 8-2. Great chance to be 9-2 as well after Thursday. All right, game balls. I got to give one to David Montgomery. Now, David Montgomery didn't have a great game by his standards, but he averaged 6 yards a carry. 12 carries, 76 yards, the 1-yard touchdown run. You got to feel good for that guy. The Bears didn't discard him in free agency, but didn't offer him to stay like the Lions, wanted him in terms of money. The Lions paid him, and what a cool story for him to go up against his former team and get the game-winning score. He gets a game ball for me, David Montgomery today, for sure. Amon-Ra St. Brown, it seems like every week we say it. Tough catch after tough catch. The touchdown that was like a low ball he went out and got. Huge third down catches. 8 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown. The kid is absolutely special. He gets a game ball for me today. I thought Amon-Ra St. Brown was awesome. Alex Anzalone, 15 tackles, 11 solo. He's just everywhere. He's easily the Lions' best linebacker. I mean, he's proven me wrong. He's played great. And he gets a game ball for me. I thought he was tremendous today. So those are your game balls. That's your story. Lions win 31-26. It's been our post-game pod. Thanks to our everydayers that are out there and watch and listen each and every day. We'll have the crossover, I believe, on Wednesday with Locked On Packers host, the legendary Peter Bukowski. Detroit's 8-2, folks. No matter how you slice it, no matter if they deserve to win it or not, no matter how bad the defense looked at times, Lions prevailed. They won a football game. And hopefully now they clean some of the stuff up. I mean, Craig Reynolds had a fumble today on the kickoff. I mean, it was, come on, Craig. It was not a good day for the Lions special teams. Although I'll say this, the free kick punt by the Bears that they skied up into the sky was actually a great coaching move. But Amon-Ra was there to fair catch it, and it's not an easy play when 22 guys are surrounding you. Lions win 31-26. We are back again tomorrow, right here on Locked On Lions.